Hi everyone, I'm going to talk about something that I think is mostly important in the education environment, especially in the education industry. It's communication teacher, communication between student and teacher, and also I'm also because I think communication also between student and paraprofessional. In this case, you are if you're a specification teacher or a specification student, and you still will have that advice given as well. I will tell you about this. I'm really excited about this. This is something communication that's been really important, especially not just in the education industry, but also with between student and teacher, and also student and paraprofessional. And I'm going to talk about both. One of the things that with paraprofessionals is not all professionals are the same. Some of them do, and not are as quite sociable as others. Some of them are a little remote. Some of them do have a difficulty. Um, difficulty. Some of them are maybe have a little bit older experience. And that's nothing wrong with that. If they have older experience and they have more experience, that's fine. But communication is basically important, particularly for any student and teacher, and also with student paraprofessional. I noticed this when I was in high school and also when I was in middle school. I had with a paraprofessional, teacher A, teacher assistant, paraprofessional being the way of saying it. And I had one with me when I was in middle school, so in high school. I was very fortunate and very clueless. But not everyone clueless or is fortunate to have an extra adult in that room with them. Particularly if they're, regardless if they're just a student or a special education student. I will say this. This is something I'm really excited about. I think there's something when I was the paraprofessional I had when I was in middle school. She was a great woman. And let's just say this, a lot of ups and downs. It was a lot of ups and downs, but at the same time, great communication. And it does depend on what professional. So, my advice, if you do want to introduce yourself to a professional, it's fine. Introduce yourself to your teacher, it's fine. Just make sure you always make a good first impression on the professional. Make sure you always make a good first impression on your teacher, and also make a good first impression on the professional that's working with you. That's majorly important, and if anything, I also will tell you this, not all teachers are the same, regardless if you're a student teacher, PI teacher, or a special teacher, not all of them are the same. Some of them do have more experience with students, and those are the kind of teachers that you should avoid. And majorly avoid, especially if you're the employer. If you are the employer, please make sure that you hire teachers who are, sociable, great with students, who are not, college educated or have a college degree or a university degree. Because those kind of teachers that are very mature, um, and are money obsessed, and not and they don't quite, care about the students. Care about the students as much as it would be okay. So, or acceptable. And I do think it's basically important for all special teachers, social teachers, and for PI teachers to care more about the students than the amount they're being as much as I do believe in equal pay, I do recommend that at the same time, your patient shouldn't be the top priority. Priority should be your students. To the students you're working with, students you're working with. And what type of influence you are on your students. And that's exactly the reason this is important to talk about, because I want to make sure that, don't do what I did. Don't do what I made. I made a lot of mistakes in my education. And I was with my education when I was a student at GCISD from 1999, always respect constantly. So trust me, I'm not kidding. Trust me, I'm not. I mean, when I go through this, nobody is perfect. And I'm not perfect, and I don't expect anybody else to be perfect. Perfect. And very clear. So that's one thing I don't want teachers or paraprofessionals, teachers, whether it's a teacher, special teacher, education teacher, do not start getting expectations. If you have expectations for your students, then hello, you're not going to be as successful as a teacher or a good influence on them. I will say that speaking from experience with my teachers, especially in special environments. As a lot of them do, and trust me. And I will say is the PI department was ran a lot better than the special department was. That just speaks volumes about the employment of the special department could have done better with their teacher employment. I'm not kidding. And that's the truth, and that's just realistically speaking. But I will say this, PI teachers are, not all PI teachers are going to be the same. I will say this, I didn't start seeing a PI teacher dress professionally in the classroom until I was 18. And of course, and that was really great. Because it shows that hello, the PI department took what I was saying seriously. Seriously. Hello. Hire people who are professional in the classroom. Dress professionally in the classroom. It doesn't dress as they're going to a special education day. How many cashier dress at the first special education day? Yes, maybe that's their style and that's great. And that's what they can do. But at the same time, hello. If you're going to go to a special education every day, something like that, you not exactly give off the right impression to a student. I will say this, not all parents, it's not clear. Yes, you are going to have PI teachers that are going to be dressing casual. That's perfectly fine. You're not going to be in danger. You're not going to get arrested. You're going to be okay. Yeah. And it's okay for PI teachers to dress casually. If they can act and behave professionally, that is important. And that should be a job requirement. PI teachers, take your job and your behavior and attitude is professional. That should be a job requirement when hiring PI teachers, particularly for GCISD or for any school district. And particularly or for GCISD. Please, keep it, make that a job requirement. I will say the other thing, make sure when you do hire professionals and professional person teachers and or PI teachers, make sure, hey, you do not have to have a college degree to be a PI teacher. We do want you to get as long as you have many years of experience. If you have that many years of experience, that'd be fine. If you have many years of experience more because you were previously a teacher, you were a teacher's assistant, you've been in the PI room before, that is the ways that you can get experience and become a PI teacher. That's just my advice. I'm not a career advisor, so please do not take that the wrong direction. But yes, if you're a PI teacher, one of the things yes, you should be able to have more experience than go get a constant university degree. Because what that says to a student is that, you're financially responsible money. And that's exactly what it says. And that's the first thing. When I was a student, I picked that up very fast. Especially when I was when I was in special ed, as my physics teachers, but I also noticed it a lot with my PI teachers. Mostly my special teachers than I did any of my other teachers. Because yes, they cared more about their money, their paycheck, than I do about their well-being of their students and anything else. The same thing. When it comes to special ed teachers, and especially if they work for GCISD or for any other school district, please do not make any legitimate comment about saying, okay, well, we want less to be mature. If they're creating an IEP plan or an RDs, that shouldn't be your top priority. That is not okay to do whatsoever. That's not okay, and I don't recommend that whatsoever. I don't do recommend if the person who's in charge of the meeting is not an immigrant. Do not act someone that is an immigrant. Do that. Because that person may have alternative motives, and also is also going to be deceitful, way too mature, and also maybe a lot of aggressive and abusive in terms of what words come out of their mouths and their choice of words, which is a huge reason to really what should be the reason for most business administrators could get fired for if their choice of words are abusive or aggressive on the job, especially if it's towards a student. If they are too mature, sure. If they're controlling, that kind of behavior, that kind of attitude leads to most business administrators who are immigrants. And that 100% should be the reason they should it will lead them to unemployment. And that goes for every business administrator that is an immigrant. Whether you work for GCISD or for any school district, hello. If you're like that, please, I understand, hello, that's what I've been through. And trust me, I didn't have, until now, not to this day, I still won't forgive the person. And I'm clear, I'm not longer a student, and I still won't forgive the person. Because they ruined, actually for me, they ruined my high school experience. Because they were too mature, they were controlling, in terms of being controlling. And the fact that they were very aggressive and abusive when it comes to the choice of words. And that's very true, 100%. And it was making worse, their employer didn't even know they were doing on the job. That's the problem. When they can manipulate, fooled, or brainwashed their employers to think they were doing correct. Really, they're not. And that's the biggest problem I have, is that the employers are more stupid than professional. They have that, and that's what they are talking about that. So I do want to thank you all for listening. And by the way, if my biggest advice to any listening teacher, PI teacher, just getting teacher, whether you're a teacher or a professional, you work for any school district, or for GCIC, please also, communication comes first. If you can communicate with a student in your social school, and you can, if you find something in common that you have with that student, use that and have conversations with students. Because being social with students is the correct first step to make. Thank you, and thank you all for listening.